I'm taking over Real Madrid for 10 seasons because they seriously need it. I mean, even after building a super team with Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, they're getting schooled in La Liga by Barcelona as teenagers. Even in the Champions League, they got humbled by Arsenal. It's actually looking like they're going to go trophyless this season, and for a club like Real Madrid, that is simply unacceptable. And that's why Papa Perez is saying goodbye to Ancelotti and hello to S2G. But my goal is to win them 30 trophies. I don't even know if that's possible. That's the biggest trophy target we've put in any of our takeovers. But hey, this is Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world. If there's one team that can make it to 30 trophies, it's probably them. And here we go with season 1, and look at the super team we've got, man. Vini, 90 rated. Mbappe, 90 rated. Bellingham as well. Then you've also got the likes of Fede Valverde. Rodrigo's one of the most underrated players in the world. But I can see why Real Madrid struggled this season. Militao out injured. Carvajal as well. We're not going to be able to use them until season 2 as well. But yeah, because of these injuries, I think Madrid have had to play Fede Valverde at right back, Tchouaméni at centre back. And I guess all these injuries have cost them. They couldn't get the best out of Mbappe and Vini. But you know what? We're not going to be like Real Madrid in real life, not bringing in replacements. The money is there at the club. We've got 120 million euros to spend. I think in season 1, if we just bring in a quality right back to replace Carvajal and a really good centre back as well to partner with Rudiger, instantly that should get us back to winning a lot of trophies. And for the right back position, I think I know a player that Real Madrid are trying to sign in real life. He plays for Liverpool, is English, and is known for his unbelievable passing. I'm of course talking about Trent Alexander. Wait a minute, hold up. You guys thought I could just sign whoever I wanted like a regular takeover?
Well, duh.
Absolutely not. The wheel is back today. And before we make any signings, every season we're gonna have to spin the wheel. Whatever challenge we get, we must complete it. Now, some of these challenges might get Real Madrid closer to another Champions League, but some might even get us closer to relegation. And don't forget, Madrid have never been relegated in their history. And hopefully that won't change today. And oh boy, we're spinning the wheel for season 1. Let's see what challenge we get in Free Agent FC. You can only sign free agents. True Perez fashion. I mean, that's literally what Real Madrid do in real life. Well, that has completely kicked my plans of signing Trent Alexander-Arnold out of the way. I mean, he's still currently a Liverpool player. His contract's expiring next year. If this challenge would have come next year, we could have signed him for free. But of course, it's come now, so we can't sign Trent. Bro, somehow we still need to find a really good centre-back that's a free agent, as well as like a right-back. To be fair, we do have Alaba to play there, so I think we're fine. But surely we need to find at least a decent free agent right-back, because I don't want to go into the season with Lucas Vazquez. Well, guys, the wheel has really stitched us up. Let's just hope there are some good free agents available. Brilliant, guys. The best one available is Reyes at a 75 overall. I actually want to cry. Even in the centre-back spot, the best we can do is Paddy McNair. I actually remember this guy being like a Man United reject. Ain't no way he getting into our Real Madrid team. Bro, I legit feel like Real Madrid in real life, because I don't think we're going to be able to make any signings this season. Do you know what? In that case, I kind of want to trust Raul Asensio in the centre-back spot this year. I know he's decent. We'll put him on development plans as well. But boy, are we cooked, man. We've got just Asensio, Rudiger, and David Alaba as our centre-backs. Just like real life, we might have to use Tchouaméni there. Okay, in the right-back spot, I may have an idea. But yeah, Lucas Vazquez is going to have to play in that position for a while. Because I'm thinking if we can make it to the 1st of January, Trent will still have his contract expiring. We can probably sign him on a free contract. That is totally allowed because he would be a free agent signing. But yes, for next season, so it won't benefit us now. Hey, this is how Real Madrid have signed the likes of Mbappe and so many other players in the past. We should definitely try this out. We just gotta hope that both Mbappe and Vini can carry us this season, because without any other improvements, it's gonna be all on them. Okay, we've now made it to January, and this is what I was waiting for. Trent's contract is expiring in 6 months, and that means we can now negotiate with him. And we got the money, boys. We can at least match his wages at Liverpool, give him like 150k. Oh, he's a cheeky lad. He wants a big signing bonus, a 10 clean sheet bonus as well. To be fair, Trent's defensive ability is a bit sus, so if he does keep those clean sheets, I'm happy to give him the extra money. But there you go. We have signed Trent, but of course, it's a pre-contract signing. We're only allowed to make free agent transfers. This is another one of those, but it's only gonna help us out next season. But yes, for season 1, we've got no improvements in our team. But tell you what, we have made it to the end of the season, and look at the growth. Mbappe and Vinny up to a 93. Even Raul Asensio played a lot of games by the looks of it. He's up to a 75 overall. Bellingham is up to a 94. He's now our highest rated player. And look at the stats as well. Kylian Mbappe is coming for that Ballon d'Or by the looks of it. And I guess that's Real Madrid for you. Without making any signings this season, we've managed to win trophy number 1, which is La Liga. Okay, that's annoying. We didn't win the Spanish Super Cup. We got knocked out, I think, by Mallorca. And we lost the Spanish Cup final. Yikes. Okay, at least we did win the UEFA Super Cup, so that's trophy number 2. Champions League, though, PSG knocked us out 4-3 on penalties. To be fair, there's no shame in getting knocked out to the current PSG team. They're phenomenal. But man, only 2 trophies in our first season with Madrid. It's not going to be enough if we're aiming for 30 trophies. But you know what? The wheel kind of ruined things for us. It didn't allow us to improve the team. Next season, things should be better. Oh, and things really are better for season 2 because we got Trent. But yeah, this season, I think we need to make signings. I'm happy with the attack we've got. Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo is just phenomenal. I mean, then the fact that on the bench, we've got the likes of Endrick, Brahim, and Gullit. It's crazy. The defense is what I think is letting this team down. This season, if we can sign maybe a world-class centre-back, I know Asensio is decent, but he's still 75 rated. Someone like 87, 88 plus rated could be huge for us. And also, similarly, if we can bring in a new left-back, that could do wonders for us. This is Real Madrid, so the money is there. But one thing I want to check is an injury update on both Carvajal and Militao. Okay, they're still out injured, but Militao should be available in a month, so before the start of the season, he should be back. But yo, his overall has been completely crushed. He's 27, so I think he'll be able to recover it. But good lord, look at the downfall on Carvajal. He was 86 rated, now is 82 because of that injury. He will be back in about a month, but at the age of 33, I don't think he's getting back to his best. In that way, I'm kind of glad we got to sign Trent, and for free as well, so that was a dub. But before we even think about signings, we gotta see what the wheel wants us to do in season 2. South American flair. Replace 2 first 11 players with South American talents. To be fair, this isn't too bad. At least we'll get to make signings. But I've just realized we've already got 3 South American players. Vinny, Rodrigo, Valverde. Militao would count as well, but I don't think he's gonna be a starter being down to an 82. I think the plan now has got to be to replace Alaba and Ferland Mendy with, I guess, South American players. And okay, I think I found the perfect centre-back. Gabriel from Arsenal. He's Brazilian, 88 rated. And Arsenal did just cook Real Madrid, so this seems like a really good way to get a bit of revenge. I want to try something, guys. What if I put an injured Militao in a swap deal here? Chuck in maybe 60 million. Can I make a fool out of Arsenal? Well, okay, they want more money, but this deal is going to go through at this rate. What about 65 million plus Militao? They want 76, but I think we can get this done at maybe 70 mil. And yup, the deal is done. And there you go. We're swapping out Militao for Gabriel. To be fair, if not for Militao's major injury, I think he would have been a starter for us. But I can't take a risk now that he's coming back from his injury just at an 82 overall. It makes sense going for the experienced Gabriel. And that's the first South American player we've got into our team. We do need another, and I think it's got to be a left back. Meanwhile, we've got an offer for Ferland Mendy from Barcelona, and it's a swap deal. They want to give us Christensen. Actually, that doesn't sound so bad, but we've already got centre-backs. Plus, why would I do a swap deal with Barca? We're rejecting this. Meanwhile, I have shortlisted some South American fullbacks, like Valentin Barco. A lot of talent, but the overall kind of makes me go meh. Because last season, we could only win 2 trophies. We got to go for everything in season 2, and I don't think a 76 rated left back is helping. There's also Juan David Cabal, plays for Juve. Slightly better with a 77 overall, but again, not good enough. The best option I'm liking right now is Piero Hincapié. Plays for Leverkusen, Ecuadorian. I know he's an 84 rated centre-back, but he can also play as a left-back. We can convert him. And so, welcome to Real Madrid, Piero Hincapié. Okay, but this isn't a good start. I've just converted Hincapié to a left-back, and his overall has dropped down to 81. But hey, we've got no choice but to make Hincapié a starter. The wheel has made it extremely clear. And we've also sold Mendy so that Hincapié can officially become the starter. Now, the wheel did make it a bit challenging to improve our team, but I think we've done a good job. Gabriel and Hincapié are decent players. Our team is definitely better than last season. Of course, we've also got Trent, and we are getting through the season now. And yes, if we want to get to 30 trophies, we're gonna really need to have big big seasons. I'm talking 3 or 4 trophies minimum. End of the season and we've lost La Liga? No, man. This way we ain't gonna get even close to 30 trophies. At least we did win the Spanish Super Cup, so we're up to 3 trophies. But man, our Barca are cooking us. They've won the Spanish Cup. Of course, we don't get to play the UEFA Super Cup this year because we lost the Champions League last season. But have we done better this time around? We have finished 3rd in the league phases. I don't get how Porto and PSV have done so well, but we're doing pretty good as well, knocking Spurs out. And then we get the job done against Man City. In the semi-finals, we get revenge against PSG, which means we have made the final against Dortmund. We need to win this game. Otherwise, this season would literally be a failure with just 1 trophy. Oh, and this was Rodrigo's year. Mr. Underrated being our top scorer. Mbappe and Vinny, though, are going aura for aura with 27 goals apiece. Gotta say, I'm definitely wondering which one of our attackers is going to win the Ballon d'Or first. If I had to put my money, it would be on Kylian, but let's see. But meanwhile, what else am I seeing here? Rudiger and Trent are both suspended for the Champions League final. Oh, that's going to be a major miss. Thankfully, we do still have Carvajal at the club, but man, has his overall dipped. He's down to a 78. Meanwhile, of course, we swapped out Militao, so we don't have him. We're going to have to play either Alaba or Raul Asensio, who keeps growing. He's up to a 79. You know what? I want to take a bit of a gamble on him. We will start Raul Asensio in this Champions League final, and let's just see what happens. I still think we've got the team to win it. Come on, man. It's Real Madrid. They can't be losing Champions League finals, and there you go.
You're joking. Not another one?
Rodrigo is the one to get the winner. Mr. Underrated, of course. That's trophy number 4 for us. But honestly, I'm still not satisfied. To get the 30, we're gonna need big seasons, man. Winning trebles multiple times. And I'm hoping in Season 3 we can pull it off. Before we start making any transfer plans for Season 3, let's see what the challenge is going to be. Trophy or bust? Every trophy loss equals release a random first 11 player. Oh no, this could completely ruin our team. For instance, the last couple of seasons, we've only been winning like 2 trophies. That means roughly 3 trophies where we don't end up winning. And that would legit mean 3 random first team players that we would legit have to release. It could be Mbappe, it could be Vinny. Nah, man, I don't want it to come to that. And okay, we do have an incredible amount of money to build the team we want. But wait a minute, this money feels a bit too much. And okay, it is. About 193 of that has come from a player sale. Bro, has the board just gone ahead and sold someone? No way, guys. I think they have. Behind my back. Tchouaméni was sold for 141 million. Also, Fran Garcia was sold and to Barcelona. What's going on here? It's the release clauses, man, and I should have known this was gonna happen. But now this season, we absolutely need a world-class CDM. I mean, yeah, we could play Camavinga there, but come on, man, I don't want to be like Ancelotti, just putting players out of position, not making signings. We're gonna make a Galactico-level signing here, and what we're about to do might be a bit controversial. I don't think Vinicius Jr. is gonna like this one bit, but I'm gonna try and sign Rodri.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
He's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's Spanish. Feels like he was destined to play for either Real Madrid or Barcelona. At the age of 30, he's still in his prime. He can give us 3 or 4 good years. He's 91 rated. And come on, if we want to win trebles, I don't think there's a better option than Rodri. And I think we're going to get a steal on this transfer as well because his contract's expiring. Yup, for 104 million. It's unbelievable. And there you go. We've just signed a Ballon d'Or winner. And if I'm not wrong, he's going to be the only Ballon d'Or winner in our team, at least for now. That could change in the future if Vinny or Mbappe wins it. Maybe even Rodrigo. Bro, with Rodri in this midfield, it looks absolutely incredible. I mean, tactics-wise, we can give both Fede Valverde and Bellingham now the complete freedom to bomb forward, while Rodri can do the job of holding the fort. Bro, we might be assembling one of the greatest teams in football, at least on paper. I think all we need to do is get a better left back, because I'm not too sure about keeping Hincapie there. He'll be good on the bench. And since we do still have 250 million, we gotta go for a better left back, especially considering winning every trophy this season is so important. Now, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Alphonso Davies joining Real Madrid. And for 103 million, we are making it happen. Davies is joining Real Madrid. Now, even though we lost a player like Tchouaméni this season, I still think our squad is so much better with Rodri, with Davies. Now, I'm just hoping we can win every trophy this season, because I don't want to be releasing players of such quality. Talking about trophies, we are attending the Ballon d'Or ceremony, and I'm curious, who's going to win it first? And it's actually Vinny Jr. I'm surprised. I thought thought it was going to be Rodrigo because he scored the most goals last year. And he scored in the Champions League final. But well, when he finally gets the Ballon d'Or, he's probably not going to be upset at Rodri anymore. But did you notice the top 3 were all our players? And looks like having a Ballon d'Or winner has helped because we're back to winning La Liga. Trophy number 5. And come on, this time I want to be winning multiple trophies. That's what's up. Trophy number 6 in the bag. But we just can't seem to win the Spanish Cup. Oh my days, did we just lose the UEFA Super Cup? What on earth has just happened? I really don't want another season of winning just 2 trophies. And okay, we're off to a good start in the Champions League. Oh my days, that was close, but we've knocked out Atalanta and Atletico Madrid 5-1. RC Lens in the semi-finals. That was easy. Wait a minute. Champions League final against Barcelona? Are you kidding me? And wait a minute, guys. I've just realized since we didn't win the Spanish Cup, lost even the UEFA Super Cup, we're going to have to release 2 of our first team players. Unbelievable. I completely forgot about that. And if we lose this Champions League final, there could be a 3rd player to have to release. Bro, this could end up being really brutal. One of our first team players is about to be released. It could literally be anyone. I can't believe this. It's Kylian Mbappe. This now completely changes this takeover because we're going to have to release a 94 rated Kylian Mbappe. All because we couldn't win the Spanish Cup, man. It's brutal, and I've never seen a release fee that's so high. 70 million euros to just break Mbappe's contract. That is outrageous. Thankfully, we do have a 20-year-old Endrick to replace him, so it isn't too bad. But it could get a lot worse because we still have to release 1 more player. Bro, this has been the most brutal challenge the wheel has ever put forward because now it's Fede Valverde. I told you, boys, the wheel was going to do everything possible to not let us get to 30 trophies. We're now releasing Valverde for 40 million. At least we do have Camavinga to replace Fede Valverde, so it's a bit better. But it's not over yet. We could end up releasing another one of our players, especially if we don't beat Barcelona here in El Clasico Champions League final. And we've got one of our players on the line, man. We've got to somehow win this. Moment of truth. Can we get the job done against Barca? We can. And that's Rodri who's actually scored the winner. Fair enough. But oh my days, we've somehow sneaked away with trophy number 7, and we don't have to discard anyone else. But I think the damage has already been done. The wheel has made us part ways with both Mbappe and Fede Valverde. I think we've got a bit of a rebuild on our hands. I've just realized that we've got just 19 players in our squad left. The wheel really has cooked us. The only good thing is 7 trophies in 3 seasons. Not bad. But we got to be pushing for more, man. I know we lost Mbappe, so maybe we need to bring in a new striker. But to be honest, I kind of want to give Endrick a run out. I know he's got one of the highest potentials in the game. Besides that, I think this season we've got a lot other problems to focus on, particularly squad depth. Oh my days. We need probably another centre-back. Rudiger's getting old. Probably even a right-back, man, because I don't think we can keep Carvajal for backup any longer. Also, we've got literally no depth in the midfield. At least we do have about 200 million to make signings. And this time, nobody's release clause has been activated, so at least that's good. But before we get into the transfer market, let's see what kind of a challenge the wheel has got for us. Noisy neighbors. If you lose or draw versus Atleti, they steal a random starter. Bro, this could end up being really bad. If we lose to Atleti and the wheel is harsh, someone like Vinicius could end up playing at Atletico. Well, I guess we've got 200 million in the bank to make sure that we win every game against Atleti, because I don't want to be giving away more of my players. And to start with, I want to go with Bastoni. He'd be a serious upgrade. 89 rated centre-back in his prime. There's no way Atleti are scoring against us with Bastoni. But oh boy, that was a lot more expensive than I thought. I had to shell out like 120 million. But I still think he's worth it, man. Look at that backline with Bastoni and Gabriel. Courtois in goal as well. I think that pretty much confirms that we're not signing a new striker this year. We're going to trust Endrick. And this remaining 60 mil that we've got, we need to use that to find a new centre mid who can probably also do a job in that CDM position if called upon. And I think I found the perfect geezer for this role. Mikel Giza. What a name. He's 82, can play centre mid and CDM. And that's exactly what we need, so we're bringing him in. And that instantly has made our squad so much better with players like Giza in here. Gula and Brahim giving depth. Rudiger as well. And of course, the starting 11 just looks insane. I don't think we're going to be losing to Atleti. But wait a minute, guys. Are we missing someone here? Where's Raul Asensio? No way, man. Did he have like a release clause or something? He did. He's made his way to Leicester City. That is so freaking annoying, man. I want him back, though. Do you know what? I think if we put in Rudiger in a swap deal, we should be able to get back Raul Asensio. player. Oh, okay, we can, but we'll just need to chuck in about 5.8 million. I'm willing to do that. I want my boy back in the club. And well, we've just signed a player that we already had the club but lost due to negligence. But hey, at least he's back. And now, guys, our team is ready and we've got only one mission, winning every single game against Atleti. And bro, I think we're going to face them quite a few times. Couple of times in La Liga for sure. Spanish Super Cup final, possibly. Maybe in the Copa del Rey at some point too. So actually, we could end up losing a lot of our team if we end up losing or drawing these games. And we would be strengthening Atleti. There's no way we can afford to lose or draw. We need the win here. Oh my days. I was not expecting this to happen. Atleti have just cooked us. I actually can't believe it, guys. One of our players is going to be heading to Atletico Madrid. Just put me out of my misery. Who is it going to be? No way, man. We literally just signed him. Are you joking? Freaking Bastoni. I actually can't believe this, boys. We had to transfer Bastoni to Atleti. The worst thing is now their team is going to be a lot better. So the next time we face them, there's a bigger chance we lose. Normally, I'd be fuming getting knocked out in the Spanish Super Cup semi-finals. But at least we avoid facing Atleti. Yes, we've sacrificed the trophy, but at least we get to keep our team. But oh no, we're facing Atletico Madrid in the Spanish Cup. Nah, man, we're Real Madrid. I shouldn't be fearing Atletico. We've got a 95 Vinny, a 97 rated Bellingham. We're absolutely winning this game. Come on. There you go. Rodrigo getting the winner. I gotta say, he's been our most clutch player in this takeover so far. And now we're facing Atleti, I guess, for the final time. Unless we, of course, face them in the Champions League at some point. Oh, it's annoying me to see Bastoni in their team. But as I said, we cannot be fearing Atleti. Let's get the job done. And that's what I'm talking about. Rodrigo again. He is him, boys. I actually can't believe this. I thought we were done with Atleti. But look who we've drawn in the Champions League quarterfinals.
Hi again. It's me.
We've now got the first leg, and the problem is if we lose this, Atleti are going to get one of our players. That's going to make them even better for the second leg. And that's why we need a win here in the first leg itself. I can't, man. I really can't. And it's a 1-1 draw. Even a draw is going to let them steal our player. Just get this over with. Who's heading to Atleti? Not our goalkeeper, man. This is painful. It's going to be Courtois. This is absolutely brutal. We've just given Atleti a 92 rated goalkeeper. Fun fact, Courtois has already played for them before. So he's probably feeling just at home. But now the bigger issue is we've got the second leg against Atleti coming up. The rest of the season as well. And we don't really have a good goalkeeper. Okay, we do have Lunin. 84 rated. That's not too bad. The only question is if an 84 rated Lunin is going to be enough to knock out Atleti. And yes, oh my days. It took until extra time, but Vinny came up clutch. Wow, for once, Rodrigo actually choked. He missed a pen. But with that, we are going through to the Champions League finals. We don't have to worry about Atleti. They've already done enough damage by stealing a couple of our players. Meanwhile, even with Atleti throwing everything at us, we've just won La Liga, trophy number 8. We do win the UEFA Super Cup, though, so that's trophy number 9. And after knocking out Atleti, we had to make the Champions League final. And so without Courtois and Bastoni, we're going to have to try and win this. I've just realized how important Asensio has been for us. Bringing him back, I think, was super clutch. But let's see if he can help us out in this final. Of course he can. Real Madrid do not lose Champions League finals. Trophy number 10 is in the bag. But I think to continue winning trophies, we've got a massive job to do next season. Because Atleti just kept stealing our players this year. Now, our challenge in Season 4 was brutal. I'm wondering what Season 5 is going to give. Ancelotti Masterclass. You must use Ancelotti's 4-4-2 for the whole season. One player must also play out of position. Not going to lie, I was pretty happy with our 4-3-3 tactics. It's resulted in 10 trophies in 4 seasons, multiple Champions Leagues. But I guess we're going to have to test out Don Carlo's tactics. And oh no, I don't like this 4-4-2. I mean, it works for Carlo Ancelotti. He puts Vinny and Rodrigo up top. It's more defensive. It's more compact. But look at the players out of position. Bellingham being forced to play as a right mid. We got Rodri playing as more of a box-to-box midfielder. But we got to use this formation, and I guess the best thing we can do, maybe make a few signings that fit this setup. I'm thinking like a left midfielder, as well as a super high-rated goalkeeper. I know Lunin helped us win the Champions League last year, but we gotta need to have a higher-rated keeper. And guess what? Gianluigi Donnarumma is absolutely perfect for us. We're spending 100 mil to bring him in. 89 rated, 29 years old. He's easily got another 6 or 7 years in the tank, and that's all what we need. We also still need a left midfielder, and honestly, I think Luis Diaz could do the job. He's got a lot of pace to go up and down the field. And I know he's 31, but we don't need him for too long. This is the only season I'm going to be using the 4-4-2. We're bringing him in. We've done what we can to make this 4-4-2 work, and I'm just hoping it's going to result in some trophies. And while we wait for the game to sim, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. And okay, maybe Ancelotti does know what he's up to, because his 4-4-2 has just got us La Liga trophy number 11. Oh, no Spanish Super Cup though. But our first Spanish Cup is in the bag, trophy number 12. Also the UEFA Super Cup, we had to beat Spurs, trophy number 13. Wait a minute, guys. If we now win the Champions League, that's going to be a treble. Oh my days. With this 4-4-2, we have made the final against Arsenal, the club that humiliated Real Madrid in real life. And I mean, this is a chance for Real Madrid to get a bit of revenge, but we still got to use that 4-4-2. But the thing is, Real Madrid don't play finals. They win finals, and 6-2. That might be one of the craziest results in a final. That's now 14 trophies in 5 seasons. If we keep going like this, I think we might get to 30. Well, the only thing that can stop us is the wheel. And now the wheel wants me to shift to Xabi Alonso's system. 3-4-2-1, which he uses for Bayer Leverkusen. To be honest, I kind of feel sad to say goodbye to Don Carlos 4-4-2. Somehow we won the treble with this. But hey, I think Xabi Alonso's formation could also do bits for us. Don't forget, it really looks like in the future he's going to become Real Madrid's manager. Nah, man, this 3-4-2-1 system is absolutely crazy. Bro, we're going to get cooked defensively. Look at how high up the pitch Davies and Trent are going to be. Besides that, we can't fit in Rodri in the team with this system. I really don't know how this is going to work. But we need to use this formation for the entire season. I guess all we can do is strengthen our team. And to be fair, I think it's high time we get a new centre-back. We can't keep relying on Raul Asensio to save us. Also, boys, I think we've trusted Endrick enough. Is it time to bring in a new superstar Galactico striker to Madrid? And well, since we did win the treble last year, the budget is looking pretty good. 222 million to spend. And to start with, I'm thinking let's bring in Giorgio Scalvini. 25 years old, 86 overall. There's a lot of room for him to grow. And to be honest, he kind of reminds me of Bastoni. It was so sad that we had to give him away to Atletico. But at least we're getting to sign the next Bastoni with Scalvini. This was expensive. Cost me about 90 mil. Okay, with Scalvini, at least our defense is sorted in this 3 at the back system. Now I think we need a Galactico striker to complete the squad. Now I don't want to replace Endrick because I still feel he's 22. There's a lot of potential. But if we can get a more experienced striker who can maybe compete with Endrick, that could be the play. And Alexander Isak does fit the bill. He's reached his prime, 88 overall, 29 years old. But okay, these negotiations are going really tough, boys. We're kind of low on money now. I know it's a crazy thing as Real Madrid to say that, but I need to get this deal done under like 105 million so we've got money for his wages. But my goodness, man, Newcastle are just not letting me sign him. Okay, finally at 107 million, we get this to work. I'm negotiating right now with Isak, but we're kind of low on funds. I don't think we can offer him the same contract at Newcastle. If he wants to join Real Madrid, he's going to have to take a pay cut. Is he going to accept? No, he isn't. Oh my days. This is kind of like the best offer we can give him with the big signing bonus, and he's rejected our contract. Brilliant. The reason we're kind of low on money is look at this. Carvajal has still got a contract with us, but he's 62 rated, and he's literally making 260k at the club. Similarly, David Alaba as well. We gotta like terminate their contracts. I know Carvajal is a club legend, but we're terminating his contract. And yes, that's definitely freed up some wage budget. And that is most definitely enough to sign Alexander Isak. Okay, I think this is what our team's going to look like for this season in this 3-4-2-1 system. I don't know how it's going to work, but hey, we believed in Carlo Ancelotti's 4-4-2. That got us to treble. So maybe this will too. Okay, guys, Xabi Alonso's system was a failure. We couldn't win La Liga. We couldn't even win the Spanish Super Cup. This is brutal. Okay, we did win the Spanish Cup. We'll take that. Trophy number 15. Make that 16 with the UEFA Super Cup. To keep pushing to 30 trophies, we need to at least win the Champions League, but we didn't even reach the final. In fact, fact, this might be our worst year yet. We got knocked out by Dortmund in the round of 16. Well, clearly this system was an absolute disaster. I guess it worked for Rodrigo because he banged in like 39 goals. But where's Vinny? Oh my days. Vinny played 0 games because of this system. That is crazy. No wonder we didn't win the Champions League or La Liga. Thankfully, Vinny hasn't put in a transfer request. I can't believe this. Season 7, and I'm glad we're back to the 4-3-3. I don't want to be using different formations anymore. But man, I'm just looking at our team. Raul Asensio up to an 88 overall. He's been one of the unsung heroes for us. Even Rodrigo, I'd say, so far the MVP of this takeover, up to a 94. But yeah, also I'm seeing a few overalls go down like Rodri. Might need to bring in some replacements. But yeah, the best thing is that we're back to the 4-3-3. Actually, there's no guarantee. You never know what the wheel is gonna do. Homegrown core must have 3 Spanish players in the starting 11. Now, you would think Real Madrid, the club of the capital of Spain, would actually have a lot of Spaniards in their team. But turns out, no. Real Madrid are used to making Galactico signings, best players from other countries, and they very rarely have many Spanish players. Kind of sums up why the Spanish national team is full of Barca players and barely any Madrid ones. Saying that, I think we have done a decent job. Rodri is Spanish. Asensio is Spanish, so at least we've got a couple of Spaniards in there. All we need is to bring in one more Spanish player into that starting 11, and it's job done. Now, do we have anyone on the bench who can do the job? I don't think so. The thing is, we also need to make them a starter, so they're gonna have to be super high rated. And I think the only other Spaniards I can think of who are super high rated are like Pedri and all, and they're not gonna be joining Real Madrid. Absolutely not. Now, we could sign Samu, who's grown up to an 87 overall playing at PSG. If I put Alexander Isak in a swap deal, pay another 7 million as well, that's fine. And just like that, we've got our 3rd Spaniard. Had to sacrifice Isak though, but hey, we didn't have a choice. We needed to fit in a Spaniard in our starting 11. I also did want to replace Rodri this season because he's 34, but we kind of need the Spaniard in our starting 11. So I guess for this season, this is how our squad's going to be like. But come on, we need to be winning the big trophies this year, especially considering last year we lost both La Liga and the Champions League. No way, guys. This wasn't supposed to happen. We finished 2 points behind Barca in La Liga. We don't win the Spanish Super Cup either. Not even the Spanish Cup. Bro, we're on track to be trophyless. We didn't even take part in the UEFA Super Cup. The only thing that's left is Champions League that could save our season. But I can't believe this. Dortmund knocked us out again in the quarterfinals. That is brutal. I mean, I've literally got no excuses. The wheel allowed us to go back to the 4-3-3. Yes, we had to bring in 3 Spaniards in, but it wasn't too bad. Look at Asensio. He's 89. Samu's 88. I don't know how things went this bad this year. I think that was our first trophyless season of this takeover, and that's simply unacceptable at Real Madrid. This season, we need to get back and win every single trophy. I do think we've got the squad. All we probably need to do is find a good replacement for Rodri because he's going down in his overall. But apart from that, this squad is absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what? As long as the wheel doesn't mess things up, I think we should be fine. Financial drama. Must sell 150 million worth of players and can't replace them until next season. Oh my days. How are Real Madrid of all clubs falling into financial trouble, man? This is brutal. The fact that we won't be able to replace the players we sell. But we gotta do it, boys. We gotta figure out a way to generate 150 million. And I think we got to do it by selling the least amount of players. Brahim Diaz has somehow gone up to an 88 overall, but he's 31. If we offload him, I think we could get a big chunk of money. We do have Vinny at the club. He's 96 rated. He's going to be the main man in that left wing position. So I don't think selling Brahim Diaz is going to impact us that much. But we're also going to need to make another player sale apart from Brahim. Maybe Gabriel, who's 33. That could be the play. We do have an 88 rated Scalvini at the club. He could replace him. And there you go. The player sales have begun. We actually were able to sell Gabriel for 90 million, which is crazy. And Brahim Diaz for another 115 million. Bro, we generated well over 200 million in player sales. But it's so sad that we can't use any of this money. Hopefully some of it will carry over to next season because we'll probably need it. But for season 8, Scalvini's gonna have to do the job for us. Vinny Jr. as well. We can't sign replacements, but I still think we have got a really well-balanced squad. We cannot afford to go trophyless again. We've made it to the end of the season, and since we didn't really make any signings, I'm not sure where we finished. But would you believe it? We've actually won La Liga. Finally back to winning trophies and make that number 17. 18, because we also won the Spanish Super Cup. 19, because we also won the Spanish Cup. And no way, we also made it to the Champions League final. That is crazy. I mean, literally, our squad has been completely stripped down. We've got just 18 players, but those 18 know they're playing for Real Madrid and they've stepped up big time. Look at Rodrigo, 96 overall. 37 goals. Vinny Jr. as well getting up to a 97. Samu playing his spot. Bellingham as well. Trent as well coming through with the assist. Let's go. Now, I don't know how PSV have sneaked their way into the Champions League final, but let's put them in their place. There you go. Real Madrid winning yet another Champions League. 20th trophy for us. Now, in the next 2 seasons, if we can be perfect, I think, yes, there's a chance we can get to 30 trophies. We're now in season 9, and just look at the state of our squad. I mean, our first 11 is still insane, except for Rodri. We need to replace him. But we've only got 7 players in our bench in reserves. There's barely any squad depth, and that's mostly because the wheel has been just screwing us. This season, though, it looks like some of the money from last year has carried over. We've got 244 million and need to be able to make signings so we can win every single trophy possible. It all still rests in the hand of the wheel. What is our challenge going to be in El Clasico fallout? Every loss to Barcelona, we need to release a random first 11 player. Oh, this was bad. I remember we had a similar challenge against Atleti. That literally ruined our squad. We cannot let Barcelona steal our players. Now, the good thing is we don't have any restrictions in terms of signings. I sense a few players missing. Where's Arda Güler? No way. He's actually moved to Wolves. Fair enough. I guess with Rodrigo, he was barely getting any game time. That just shows that this season we really need to reinforce our squad depth. My plan first is to sign a world-class CDM. And wait a minute, guys. We could go for a player that had played for Real Madrid before. I'm talking about Tchouaméni, but he's 90 rated. Bringing him back could be huge for us. I know he's 32, but he's at least got a couple of good years in him. And there you go. Tchouaméni's being signed back for Real Madrid. At least that's our CDM problem solved. But that is not nearly enough for our squad. I still want to maybe try and sign a backup right winger. Definitely a backup centre-back, because all we've got is Asensio and Scalvini. And I think 144 million should be enough to bring in some quality. And I think Johan Bakayoko, who's currently playing at Napoli, 86 rated. He's got a lot of pace, and that's the kind of player we want on our bench. Welcome to Real Madrid, Bakayoko. Meanwhile, for the centre-back spot, I think someone like Daniel Vivian could do a job. 87 rated. I know he's 33, but we need the experience in our squad. Now, at least we do have a squad. I would still like to sign more players because we're definitely short, but I literally used every bit of cash to sign Vivian. Now, we just gotta hope that we can get the job done against Barcelona, because if they start stealing our players, especially the likes of Bellingham, Vinny, or Rodrigo, we could be in real trouble. And here we go. We've made it to our first fixture against Barca in La Liga. All we need to do is win this game so that they won't steal our players. And to be honest, you look at the overalls, almost every player is 90 plus rated in our team. And that's why we made it light work and beat Barcelona. We're now about to face Barcelona again in La Liga. But look at where they are, 5th in the league. Bro, they're actually finished. What is their team looking like? Oh my days, they do still have Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Eder Militao? What's he doing there? Anyways, there's no way we're losing to this washed Barca team. There you go, we get the win. And I don't think we're going to be facing Barcelona anymore, so we've avoided the danger. Now we can focus on winning trophies, and we start off strong by winning La Liga. We only lost 1 game. Trophy number 21. Make that 22 with the Spanish Super Cup. 23 with the Spanish Cup. Oh, come on, man. We lost the UEFA Super Cup. That is brutal. But we could still win the Champions League. But no way, we lost the final. Real Madrid, of all clubs, have lost the Champions League final. I didn't even think that was possible. We're now in season 10, and I'm kind of gutted we can't get to 30. Even if we win every single trophy this year, we'll only get to 28. To be fair, 28 would still be a record, and when we do these takeover videos with other clubs, I really doubt any club would be even able to match 28. So let's try and get there, set the record with Madrid. But for that, for this final season, we need to be perfect. And looking at the team, I think Scalvini has left us. Oh wow, he's literally become a free agent. I think that's my fault. I didn't see his contract was expiring, but what if I just sign him back? This is such a Real Madrid thing, boys. Letting their players' contract expire just to sign them back as a free agent. Now, before we do anything else to this team, we gotta spin the wheel one final time. Brilliant, man. Actually brilliant. Transfer ban. No signings this season. Wait a minute, guys. That means Scalvini, who we just signed as a free agent, I don't think he's gonna count because I literally just signed him as a free agent. Yup, it's not gonna count. I'm gonna have to release him.
Are you serious right now, bro?
And guess what? I can't even make signings to improve this team for the final year. Bro, we can't go into the season with an 84 rated Vivian. Okay, wait, there might be a way Hincapie. What if I play him at center back? It'll only take a couple of weeks to convert him. And that's pretty good, boys. He's got up to an 88 overall. It's still a very thin squad we're running, but we don't have a choice. Final season. Can we clutch up and win every single trophy? And even with the transfer ban, we've secured La Liga, so trophy number 24. Oh, but we don't win the Super Cup. Villarreal beat us. No Spanish Cup either. And we weren't in the UEFA Super Cup because we lost the Champions League. But if we win the Champions League this time, we could at least get to 25 trophies. And we have made the final, and it's against Villarreal, the team that beat us in the Super Cup literally this season. There's something about Real Madrid, though. I can't believe how easy it has been for us to make Champions League finals. To be fair, our team is ridiculously good. Once again, it was Rodrigo who absolutely delivered, man. 39 goals from Mr. Underrated. Let me know in the comments who you think has been the MVP of this takeover. I think for me, it's got to be Rodrigo. But come on, guys. There is no way Real Madrid are losing 2 Champions Leagues in a row. Nah, that does not happen. There you go. Rodrigo once again coming up clutch. Trophy number 25. I know we aimed at 30, but I still think 25 is a good number, especially with the wheel troubling us every single season. Now, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me take over Arsenal for 10 seasons? Click here.